up, Rider fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I am here at Audi Wesley Chapel, and today I have the pleasure to present you this beast right here. This is the 2023 Audi Q8. And this review, I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about this car right here. So, before we get started, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future. And also enjoy the other reviews that I already have on the channel. And if you're part of the fam, thank you so much for your support. And now, without further ado, let's get in the review. Let's ride. This is the 2023 Audi Q8. So pretty much this car, as you can see it, it looks just like the Hulk to me. That's how I see it. This car is an Avenger. I don't know how you feel about it, but I mean, they're already part of the Marvel sequel, so Audi is one of the sponsors for that sequel. But look at the car. It just looks so muscular, so gigantic. I'm gonna stick to that. All right, so here you have this nice white color. This is a glacier white metallic, very nice color on any Audi. So going right here, you have those amazing headlamps. This is the HD Matrix LED headlights, and you also have those fancy DRLs or daytime running light and dynamic turn signal inside this light right there. It's just amazing. And the Matrix LED headlights, so what it does not blind the drivers coming in front of you. So it's just gonna put the light on the part of the road that the driver inside of the Q8 needs to see without blinding any incoming drivers. So that's a great system right here. And Audi is just amazing when it comes to lighting. So they're just the king of lighting. All right, so going lower here, so you have this sporty cut right here, and you can see this panel is perforated because it's gonna cool off that intercooler that's right behind the panel. So there's one on the other side as well, so both are perforated. It's not just for design purpose, it's actually functional. So it's gonna let the air go through. All right, here, that's what you have here. So you have this sporty lip to the front right here. It's all blacked out, and you have this massive octagonal single frame grille that's gonna feed air to the engine to cool off everything. So if you're in an area and then you're just walking and you feel like you're out of breath, just know that this car is just around you in the environment, just sucking up all the air. Look at how big, how massive this grille is. And this is the Audi single frame grille, is the Audi signature, of course. And you can see around it how the frame, like the extension to the frame is big. So this is the mask that Audi include in their cars now. They call it the mask. So it starts from here and then just go around the grille, and it's pretty massive, like a massive border to the grille. This is the Audi mask right here. All right, and then on the grille you have 2 radars for safety features, and you can see that the rings are all blacked out because you have the black optic package on the car. So this is what the black optic package does. So anything that would be chrome or matte silver, it just turns it into black. So that's quick customization for you right there. All right, so this is what you have up front here, and you have the Quattro badge here, so that's pretty much how you have it here. And then the hood, you can see the character lines on the hood, making the car look even more aggressive with those lights. So the front is looking very, very aggressive from the start, and tells you about the presence of the car on the road. All right, so now let's keep going to the side. Looking at the side profile of the car, and I know you can't believe your eyes, look at the size of those wheels right here. Guess what? These are 22-inch wheels on the car. So everything on the car is like oversized. This car is a beast from the outside all the way to the engine. There's no going away from that. And this right here, this is what everybody just dream of. So you dream to have like big tires, big wheels on your car, and this car already comes with 22-inch wheels. So what else do you need? And look at the rims. The rims are absolutely gorgeous, and I'll say it again, Audi rims are always nice. And then it says Audi Sport on it just to let you know which factory it came out of. And you do have red brake calipers in the car because you have the S-Line package in the car, and you have the S-Line badge over here to let people know that you're driving one of the sportiest version of the Q8. So pretty much that's what you have here. But people just love to see the red brake calipers. You don't even need to paint it. it already comes ready for you, so that's perfect right there. Great package on the car. You have the S9 package, great. You have the black optic package on the car, great. So this sill at the bottom of the door, it would be chrome or matte silver if it wasn't for the black optic package. Same goes for the frame around the windows, and same goes for this rack on top right there. So this little piece right there, you can place a rack on top of the car just to carry extra storage, so it can be bikes, it can be skis, whatever you want to place on top of the car. This is what it is for. And the car comes with the racks, so you just need to attach it. That's it. All right, and you can see the design language of Audi here. You can see all the body lines, so they're just popping out. So nothing is like bold, so everything is just very well pronounced, and they're just sticking out. So very sharp out. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Just showing you how sharp this is right here. The design language is just amazing. So now let's keep going to the back. At the back here, you can see that you have a roof spoiler right there. So this is gonna help the car greatly with aerodynamics. So when the air comes through, it's just gonna keep follow through and go all the way down. Give the car that extra downforce that's gonna keep the car grounded for sure. And you can see that you have an SUV coupe here. So you can see the sloping roof line right at the back right there. This is amazing. So the design of this car is just mind-blowing. So going lower, so you have black Audi rims here. You have Q8 logo, it's all black here, and Quattro badge right there. So everything blacked out here. The sill right on top of the bumper is blacked out as well. Even the exhaust, the contour of the exhaust is all blacked out. So this is black optic package for you right there. So going lower, so you have this honeycomb pattern right there. So it's not perforated, it's not letting you see anything back there, but it's just there. It's just a piece of design. And you can see the parking sensors are right on it as well. So even lower, so you have this diffuser looking style bumper here. So the only downside of it is that you do not have functional exhaust on it. So this is just a piece of design. The actual exhausts are behind and facing the ground, so they're behind the bumper. And one cool thing you have on this car is that you have towing capacity. So you have the hook right there, and you can tow boats, whatever, jet skis, anything you want to tow with this car. So this car is gonna help you with that. So let's keep going to the side. In terms of dimension, this car is very long. It is longer than A6 or S6. It is 197 inches long. It is 78 inches wide and 67 inches tall. So it's very tall. So you can tell with those dimensions, you're gonna have great space inside the car. That is a big fact from the numbers only on paper. All right. So you can see the side profile of the car. So the back is looking gorgeous. The front is looking amazing as well. And then the side is no different with that sloping roofline right there. So one cool thing you have on the car is the keyless entry. So just place your hand behind the handle, and this is how you unlock the car. And another cool thing that you have, and it's a great convenience feature, is the soft closing door. So when you push the door, it's just gonna close itself if you don't push it all the way. And then to lock the car, all you gotta do is tap the sensor and you lock it just like that. And when you unlock the car makes those nice dancing lights up front, so it's just amazing. All right, so now let's check out the interior of the car. Okay, so usually I'll be falling inside the car, but this one I have to jump up inside it. So this is how big this car is, very tall. And one cool thing that you can see is that you have frameless windows here. Just like on the A5 or the A7, you have it on the Q8 as well. So this is just a cool piece of design right there. No frame around the windows. Boom, here we go. All right, so inside this car, everything is just premium. It's just luxurious. This is what you expect in a car like this, and for the price as well. So everything is all leather. So the seats are massively or just mind-blowingly comfortable. That I can tell you for sure. And everything is leather, so very comfortable. The seats are perforated. You may have the cooled seat function in it. And also you can see all the stitching on it. So they are sports inspired. They're not totally bucket seats, but they do have like that little side right there that will support you from the side. So, but they're not totally bucket seats, but they are very comfortable seats, and they are comfort seats. That's how they call them. All right. So right here you have all leather armrest, and you can see the stitching on it. You can see the stitching everywhere inside the car. So this is just good attention to detail here. All right, in the center right here, you have a gloss black or piano black. They have it on the dashboard here as well. Everything is well laid out in front of you. So, and on the door, you have this wood finish. You have it in the center as well, and it just continues to the other door and the back doors as well. So just amazing. So 2 screens here for the interface, and you have another screen here in front of the driver. Multi-function all leather steering wheel. You have the virtual cockpit right here, and then you have the heads-up display right on top of it. All right, so you have a lot of speakers in the car. You can see that they're mounted on the pillars, they're on the door, everywhere. And let's see how much space we get inside this. Oh, it's pretty big. It's pretty massive here. A lot of space. Let's see. This one is pretty flat. You can put just pens and pencils in here and a phone. That's it. 2 cup holders right there, and then there's a spot right here to where you can place your key when you get inside the car. So that way you're not saying, oh, I lost my key under the seat or anything like that. So they already thought about that for you. And then 12-volt socket right here for old school charging. All leather shift knob right there. So let me put the seat all the way back and see how much space I can get here. And while I'm doing that, we have a panoramic sunroof in the car. So the view of the sky is just amazing. So people up front can have their view right here, and people at the back can enjoy the entire thing pretty much. They're not restricted to the back. So they can see everything. So the view is just amazing. On a sunny day, you're gonna enjoy driving this car around, you know, so that's perfect right there. All right, let me just shut this down real quick. All right, we don't need it yet. So now the driver's seat is all the way back. That's as far as it goes. So I can reach the brake pedal. So I am 6 feet and I can still reach it pretty good. I'm not even overextending my leg right now, but it's not touching the ground really, but that tells you. So if you're over 6 feet, then you're gonna be driving this car easily. So I can reach the gas pedal, but to push the gas pedal all the way down, I have to overextend my leg. So I'm 6 feet only. All right, so if you're taller, you can just you're gonna have a good time driving here. But if you're shorter, same scenario. So you have power seats in the car. Look at that, I'm moving. There you go. And then you can just adjust it however you want and have a nice driving position as well. So no complaints at all. And you can see all the space that you get here. It just feels amazing here. Now let's check out the back of the car. All right, let's see how it's looking at the back of the Q8. And this is no surprise. So as I was mentioning before, you have great dimension in the car. The car is very long, so you can already expect a ton of space at the back here. Leg room, I don't need to talk about it. Look, knee room, nothing. I can just slide my foot underneath this. I can rest my hips, I can rest my knees, so I can sit however I want here. So no complaints at all. So the comfort seats are also at the back, so same treatment you get up front, you get at the back as well. So piece of wood on the door, same design here at the back, so great. And you also have a fan right there on the side, on the pillar, and you have 2 in the center as well, so you have your own climate control at the back. So this car has 4-zone climate control, so you can change all temperatures, all fan speed independently, so for all 4 zones, so 2 up front and 2 at the back. All right, and you also have USB-C connectivity at the bottom here, and you have 12-volt socket for old school charging, as I mentioned before. All right, so one final piece at the back. You do have the ability to move the seat forward and back and create more space, either at the back in the trunk, or just if you need more leg room, then you just move it back. So the left and the center move together, and then the right seat just moves independently. There you go. Just make me do a little effort right there because I'm not sitting on it. And then you have this curve in the headliner that gives you extra headroom. But if you're tall, there's no worries at all. So you're gonna be sitting here comfortably. And then the speakers, they're mounted on the headliner right there because all the space back there is gonna be for storage. All right, so now let's see how it's looking in the trunk. Okay, let's see how it's looking at the back of the car. Let me just pop the trunk open real quick. So when it's opening, you can stop it at any time using the button right here. So you can see how massive the space here. This is the convenience of having a hatchback in the car. So you can place your item easily here without even just struggling or going under in a small trunk. So this is the convenience of having a hatchback on the car. So one cool thing is that you have those buttons on the side right there. So you can pretty much lower the car. So it just takes a second. It's going down right now. So if you're carrying something that is too heavy to bring up over the car, so that will pretty much help you a little bit. But other than that, you can see how big the trunk is. Let me see if it's all the way down. There you go. So now it's lower at the back. And let me do my usual human body test. There we go. Oh, I can fit a whole human body in here. So that's how it's looking at the back of the car. And you also have the racks here. The car comes with the racks and all the mats right there. And to bring it back up, all you gotta do is press the same button, and it's gonna raise the suspension at the back again. All right, just takes a quick second, and it's gonna come back. Okay, so now to close the trunk, all you gotta do is press the same button, and there you go. It's gonna bring the hatch back down. It's all automatic. You don't gotta do anything. All right, so now let's go back up front to talk about the MMI system. Okay, now we're back in the driver's seat. Let's talk about the infotainment system real quick. So starting here in the center. So underneath the armrest, you have the Audi front box. So you have a wireless charger here. It's a pad. So you're going to charge your phone wirelessly. And also when your phone is in here, this box serves as a signal booster for your phone using the antenna of the car. So ultimately, you're going to have better service inside the car. And you also have two USB-C connectivity here for faster charging and also better connectivity to the MMI system overall. Because you know, wireless chargers tend to be a little bit slow. So on top of it, you have wireless Apple CarPlay in the car and then wired Android Auto. So this is what you get here underneath. And you have the volume knob right there, so you can raise and lower your volume. It's very conveniently placed right there. You can reach it at any time. And also, it has another functionality to it. So if you push it to the right or to the left, that's how you can skip a track or replay the song that you're on or go to the previous track. So this is very, very good right there. All right, so right a little bit above it, you have this screen for the climate control. So it's an 8-inch screen, so it's a touch screen. So everything here for the climate control is right there. So fan speed, temperature, everything is right there. Airflow, everything is right in front of you here. So people can argue that the buttons are still more convenient than the touch screen, and I agree to a certain extent, but this works perfectly as well. So people will argue that the buttons, you know where they are and you can just reach them on the go while you're driving, but this works as well. So it's a touch screen, so you just raise your temperature. You just take a quick second. That's it. So I don't think it's gonna cause too much trouble. So right above it, you have. Let me just shut up the AC. So right above it, you have this 10.1-inch screen. So this is the Audi MMI system. It's another touch screen that you have. This one is very responsive. It's just amazing. It just feels great to the touch. It's so responsive. The icons are really big, so no worries at all with that. And when you click on something, you can hear a little click and you can actually feel it as well due to the fact that you have the haptic feedback on it, just like on your phone. All right, one thing I like to do is go to Audi Drive Select to see the car. It's a render of the car, and this is where you have your drive modes. All right, and you can raise and lower your suspension here from this screen as well. All right, so that's it for the MMI system right there. So now let's go to the driver's side. So this is where you have the Virtual Cockpit Plus. All right, so it's crisp, it's HD, super clear. So there's no way you're gonna miss anything on the screen or be squinting to look at anything. So all the information about the car is right in front of you, and you can operate it using the multifunction steering wheel. All right, so most of the time you can just use this screen and not even use that one right there. So you have information about the car. So you have your media right here. If you're connected to Bluetooth, to the car's Bluetooth, you can make phone call from here. But if you're connected to Apple CarPlay, you gotta make your phone calls from the screen right there. All right, and you also have navigation right here with Google Maps. So you have two views, a big view and then a smaller view that will make everything in the background bigger, and then the dials will become smaller. All right, so you have a bigger map, you have phone, you have your media still, and then all the information about the car. Just a different view that you have here. And it's actually great. So right on top of it, you have the heads-up display that will show you your traffic signs, that will show you your speed, and also when you're using navigation, it's gonna show you direction as well. So this is a great system right there altogether. And then on top of it, you have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car. So you have about 17 to 19 speakers in the car that will give you 3D sound. So this is gonna sound just like you were at the concert. So it's just amazing sound in the car. So Bang & Olufsen sound system, this is Audi's premium sound. So now that's pretty much it for the infotainment system. So now let's see how it is underneath the hood. Okay, so now let's see how it's looking underneath the bonnet. Let's just pop the hood open real quick. There we go. Oh, whew. This just looks massive here. So everything is just gigantic in the car. All right, so this car right here is powered by a 3-liter V6 engine that can produce around 335 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. So it is controlled by an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and you have different modes in the car. So you have all-road, you have off-road, you have auto, dynamic, comfort, and individual as usual. And an Audi judge that this car can go from 0 to 60 in about 6 almost 6.5 seconds. It's a real heavy car, so you have an S line here, so you have the option to tune the engine, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're gonna put too much power in it. That can destroy your drivetrain or your engine altogether. So these things wouldn't be covered on the warranty. All right, so now the fuel efficiency in this car is about 18 miles per gallon in the city and 21 or 23 on the highway. So their Audi is always conservative with the numbers, so this is what it's gonna give you. All right, so now let's see how this car drives. All right, now we're hitting the road. Let's see what the Q8 is like to drive. So one thing I can say for sure is that you can feel the presence, you can feel the heaviness of the car. I'm going to go around some sharp turns and I'm gonna see how the body roll is in the car. But let's see. And one thing that you need to know is that you have all-wheel steering in the car, so the wheels at the back will turn to the opposite direction to the wheels up front to help you around tight corners like this. And also you do have the quattro all-wheel drive system in the car that will back you up in the turns. So right now I'm just taking those turns right here. No significant body roll right now, and I'm not going at high speed too, so I'm just doing 33 right now. So it's still pretty stable. So the quattro all-wheel drive system has the ability to send power to the wheel that you need the most to get you out of the wet surface, muddy situation, or any type of situation where the car is sliding. So the wheel that needed the most will get the power and get you out of that situation. So let me just go around here and note that I am in comfort mode. So even though the car is very heavy, so you have 4 independent air suspension in the car that will pretty much suck up all the bumps and keep you driving like smoothly, you know. I'm gonna go around the roundabout right now. Let's see how it's gonna handle that. Here we go. And turn this gigantic car. Okay, so it's pretty agile, I would say. So it's taking the turn very well. So let me just move this plate right here. There we go. All right. And I have the lane keeping assist as well. That's keeping me centered right now. So that's one of the key safety feature you get in the car. You have that lane keeping assist. You have adaptive cruise control with distancing. So the distancing is just gonna keep a safe distance between you and the car in front of you. So you preset that distance, and the car is gonna accelerate and decelerate as you get into traffic. So you have the traffic jam assist in it and adaptive cruise control. So this is some type of advanced cruise control that you get in the car. So this is just amazing. Right now I'm still in comfort mode, so the car is not doing any big effort whatsoever. But the only thing is that I know it's a heavy car, but even on comfort mode, the steering wheel is not feeling too light at all. In most Audis, when you put it in comfort mode, the steering wheel would get very, very light. But in this one, it just feels still tense or still heavy. So I'm gonna see how it reacts when I put it in dynamic. But now I'm gonna make a U-turn real quick and see what the turning radius is going to be. All right, here we go. That all-wheel system is gonna help you for sure around those turns. Okay, so the engine is very reactive. You have quite a good amount of power in the car, even though the car is heavy. So it's still gonna push you and give you a good amount of speed, great satisfaction. So right now, I am in comfort mode, so putting it in dynamic. So one thing it does on dynamic mode is that it just lowers the suspensions all the way down. So give the car a little bit more aggressiveness and making the car more aerodynamic, reducing the drag. All right, so now I'm going to the lower setting of the suspension, and dynamic mode is the sportiest setting in the car. So everything just gets tighter. So the steering wheel was a bit tight before, so now I'm gonna see how it is now. Here we go. You can hear the engine is just roaring right now, so pushing that power out of it. So okay, so yeah, so the steering wheel gets even tighter, so that's expected, and it makes the car make the turns very, very accurate, so the car becomes sharper, that's for sure. And then another safety feature that you get in this car is the Audi Presense. So if you're about to impact something at high speed, it's just the car just gonna brake itself as hard as it can to just stop you from hitting any object in front of you. That's one other thing. And then also you do have all your normal airbags in the car, front, knee, overhead airbags. That's gonna keep you safe in case of emergency. And also you have the parking aid assist in the car. You have top view, you have 360 view camera, you have a 3D view of the car, so you have front, side, and back cameras. And on top of it, you do have the blind spot assist on both mirrors that's gonna illuminate when you have something in your blind spot. So overall, the car is packed with safety features. And then you do have that heads-up display right in front of you, so you don't even need to look away. So if you're just driving, just look straight. So I have the traffic sign right in front of me. I have the speed of the car right on the windshield right here, and I can see the lane assist. I can see your navigation as well. So everything is just useful here. So right now, I think this car is a great choice, and I would definitely recommend this car for sure. Alright, Rider fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2023 Audi Q8 right here. So this car is absolutely monstrous. It's gorgeous. This is the Hulk right there. Alright, so this car starts right around $91,000 and it's available at Audi West Chapel. If you need to get your hand on this car, feel free to call Marc at Audi West Chapel. He's going to help you out wherever you are in the country. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video or if you learned something about this car, feel free to give me a big thumbs up. So if you are new to this channel also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future. And I already have plenty of other reviews on the channel that you can enjoy. Alright, if you're already part of the fam, thank you so much. Stay supporting the channel. Thank you very much for that. And until we meet again, let's keep riding.